Hello? Hi. It's skycat.live. What's up, guys? It's 3:55 p.m. Jesus Christ. I woke up at like 1 and I walked until like 3:30 or something like that. I've been getting a lot of sun, been getting a lot of air, been getting a lot of exercise, getting a lot of video gaming, getting a lot of everything. And doing great. Thank you so much for your time and tuning in today. And so today I will be doing some Once Human, some EvE Online, and some FFXI, and some FFXIITZA. And it is 3:55 p.m. on a 7/18/2024. That's a Thursday, July 18, 2024. Thursday, July 18, 2024. In 3.5 hours, I have a 200v200 PvP battle coming up on EvE Online, so stay tuned for that. I think that's going to be a good event. I expect some people on my channel there. It'll be good. There we go. And just going to get the tablet running here and everything. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day in your various different video games today. We going live. We going live. Okay, are we live? Yeah, we live. We live. Okay, next we come to what we are going to watch, which is Twitch, YouTube. Twitch. Title's good. 717. Oops, nope, wrong title. 717, 718, 24, 718, 2024. Live streaming. Excellent condition. Edit. Change it. Public. Done. Save. Once human. Once human. English, United States. English, United States, United States, United States, United States, United States. Trump, timeline of Trump. Okay, so, I believe I'm going to drop it off the big screen. Sorry. Oh, deactivate, huh? Is that the same thing? Is that? No, it is not. It is not. Okay, and let us do various different video games. I missed like half my session yesterday because of maintenance and patch, but I believe the performance is better now that I've played it. Assorted canned food. Let's just eat that. And I will go get some tea made, as I am out of water. Out of water. Oh, I'm getting bad video. It's good that I caught it. See. Oh, I don't know. It seems okay, but I don't think that's right. I think I've got to go settings, video, full screen, apply. Settings, window mode, apply. Move it over, and there we go. There's an actual frame rate. Yay. Let's see how 12 is doing. 12 is doing great. Sorry, guys. Just trying to get that video where it should be. OBS and all these piece of shit developers suck so much dick that they really don't deserve their jobs, basically. You know? I would say. Most of them. I shall cut some wood to make some tea. That's more wood than I need. I'm gonna run the river line to make tea. Ah, feels good to be back.
Right wing to agree. So no matter how much we fight on other issues, at a bare minimum, in order to get money out of politics, the most important thing there is in American politics, you've got to convince the right way to be on your side. Psych Dragon says, I was pleasantly surprised with the Kirk interview myself. I expected a crap show, but there was actually a rational discourse, and we need to understand the thought process of the right if we want to change their minds. I couldn't agree more. Zaphod Beeblebrox said, Cenk is a modern muckraker. He knows what he's doing. He's in enemy territory. He's being strategic. We're the away team this week. Thank you for saying that. And I think that
he is a vaulted muckraker. I hope it's right as well.
Yep. All of these folks.
Oh, my phone.
Almost every show I go on goes, yeah, you're right. I like paid family leave. Mom should get 12 weeks off after having a baby. You saw Charlie Kirk admit that today or yesterday. That's great progress. The only people that are standing in the way is everyone in Congress who are so unbelievably corrupt. Such a layup. Penage 714 says, TYT always the voice of reason. Thank God. I appreciate you. Nani Dragon says, as someone who has major depressive disorder, that's horrible that he wasn't getting help. They wrote in again, I suffer from major depressive disorder, and you can't just look up things to treat yourself online. It requires a lot of therapy and prescribed medication balance. I'm not sure what his home life was like, but it irks me that he wasn't getting the treatment. So, of course, referring to the would-be assassin in the Trump situation. Wang Jian said that Kirk interview was surprisingly civil. I was almost sure he would try to start a shouting match. They promised us over and over again that he wouldn't do that, and he didn't. They delivered on that promise. I was surprised, too, to be honest. Luke Wise Samji says, Cenk and Anna look especially formidable tonight, almost like legal counsel. Thank you. Appreciate that. I like looking formidable.
It's true.
We'll be right back.
You guys are looking good. I didn't know he even ran for president. I had no fucking idea. I don't do election cycle, or I didn't do the last two election cycles, but I'm gonna do this one because I wasn't in jail or thrown in the madhouse or being pursued by a fucking piece of shit who wanted to kill me or any of the other problems that other humans brought to my life that had nothing to do with me. You know? And so now I can actually pay attention to the election cycle and I wish he would run again because I'd like to be his campaign manager, honestly. I'm not qualified for it, but I could do anything that I want to do. Anything. Given enough time and help. Spoiled food. Yeah, I don't know where all... Oh, yeah, there we go. Preserved meat. All that stuff that has low life on it. Yeah, we're going to take all of that and sell it. So, we have fruit tea being made. Oh, yeah, so I think I go east? I don't know. Like, can I change party members and totally take him out? Like, entirely? So, well, I can take him out, but it won't matter. It won't matter. I like this party anyways, so.
All right, back on TYT, checking out with you guys. Thank you to Sklorgon, who made a contribution through tyt.com/team. And then thank you to our new members on YouTube, Justin Porter and Aaron Botcher. You guys are amazing. We appreciate you. You allow us to do this beautiful, honest show that you guys see right here. So thank you guys, and thank you for sending us to the RNC. Anna.
Hold on to your butts for this story, because I
hold on to your butts.
Someone made this argument on national television with a straight face, but it happened.
These two men are both elderly. Donald Trump is an elderly man who, for whatever reason, was given 9 seconds to take a iconic photo op during an active shooter situation. Weird situation, we'll figure that out one day. But his survival of that and bouncing right back and going right to his convention is being conveyed in the media world as a sign of strength. This current president of the United States is 81 years old and has COVID. Should he be fine in a couple of days? Doesn't that convey exactly the same thing?
No.
No,
it doesn't.
No. No. No.
Okay.
What?
I mean,
No,
are you
no.
serious,
The
George?
answer
Are
is
you
no.
serious? I mean, these MSNBC hosts look totally unhinged. Several of them, including Joy Reid, were questioning if the event was.
You can tell
staged
Shank's been
themselves.
hanging out with the
They're
internet
like,
crowd.
It's a really weird coincidence. What's going on? And look at what she said. For 9 seconds, was allowed to do a photo. He's the president of the United States. He just got shot. And
Former president of the United States.
yeah, I got
Former.
you. President.
Former. Yes, he's not the president. You guys keep saying he's the president. He's not the president. Former. That's a Republican fucking Jedi mind trick to say the president. No, it's been, what, 5 years? Since he was last in power? Something like that? No, not a president. Not even, I mean, not even really a citizen. He's a felon. He's not even fully a citizen. He's absolutely a felon, you know? Like they try to do to me. I'm better than Trump socially. Like, I don't have a felony on my record. I am literally more, like, on a higher rung in our society than Donald Trump. I don't care if he's got money. You know? I fought hard not to get felonies, you know? That was weird. I opened the stove and nothing happened. There we go. Now, we need you and you. Sure, you're good, but I would prefer, like, some meat. Maybe I should go chop some meat, I guess. Oh, I want to find out if I can make a drill yet. I've been doing side stuff. Yeah, what am I missing? 35 aluminum ingots. So let's go spend some mimetic points to be able to craft the next level of building. Stone stairs, enhanced support, enhanced roofs, securement, fertilizer, grow lights, planters, planting, electric stoves, wish machine, advanced tools, advanced wood, scanners, spectrums, and advanced. This chart is not long enough. Ore detector, alloy pickaxes, electric drills. Oh, I can make. Oh no, I haven't made. Oh, there we go. Aluminum ingots. There we go. Now I got to make a lot of aluminum ingots. Aluminum ingots. Oh, good. That takes acid. Yay. Ugh. Well. That was all of my shit, but at least I can make a fucking... I can make a jackhammer soon. Okay. Well, I asked for some deer meat, and there we are. Deer. I love this scope, actually. Why is there suddenly deer in my thing? Come back here. Where are you going? I love this game. Ah! What? Cool, steak combo. Sounds good. Yep. Man, it's particularly stormy. Oops. Oh, I didn't realize, but I'm like all poisoned. I'm gonna go fix it.
President.
Right.
And so you're begrudging him putting up his fist after he got shot. First of all, that's just nuts. Second of all, any of these things like, oh, isn't it curious how they stage things? No, you're egging on people on your side to think crazy things.
Conspiracy theory.
Yeah, Michael Steele did the same thing, again, on MSNBC. They're starting to really sound like the MAGA version, on the Democratic side, for sure. And then, what kind of lunatic thing is it to say, oh, you got COVID, you got shot, it's the same thing? No, it's not. I had COVID a couple of weeks ago. It was a normal cold. So that's, look, COVID now is, especially if you're, I mean, I get it, he's 81, and it's a little bit more of a risk. And God knows what happened. 222, I hope nothing happens to President Biden. And something could happen. But getting a cold is not the same thing as getting shot in the head. Like, you're embarrassing yourself by saying ridiculous things like this. And unfortunately, Anna, they've kind of trained their audience to want this. They want some sort of criticism of Donald Trump under any and all circumstances. But guys, there's a billion things to criticize him on policy and the other crazy stuff he does. And when you criticize him on those things, you lose credibility when you also criticize him for how he got shot.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy because Jake and I have been doing this for a long time. And I remember when I first started working at TYT, there was one cable news channel, Fox News, that was very clearly partisan, very clearly dishonest in their framing, deceptive in what they were telling their audiences. And since then, unfortunately, that virus has spread to all other forms of media, including left-wing media, MSNBC. And so I don't have a problem with them criticizing Trump at all. We criticize Trump on this show. What I have a problem with is the way that they frame things, the way they omit certain details and certain stories. It's not helpful, and it creates these ideological bubbles in the country where rather than finding common ground with both sides, we all hate each other. There's always division. It's always toxic. And I feel like it's leading the country in a really, really bad direction. What she said there was just, she said it with a straight face. I can't believe she said it. I'd be so embarrassed if I was on the record saying something like that. But anyway, as we know, yesterday it was confirmed that President Biden tested positive for COVID. This is the third time in the past 2 years that he has tested positive for COVID. Here's what he wrote on Twitter. I tested positive for COVID-19 this afternoon, but I am feeling good and thank everyone for the well wishes. I will be isolating as I recover, and during this time, I will continue to work to get the job done for the American people. Now, during MSNBC's coverage of the RNC yesterday, former White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki argued that it's actually going to be pretty difficult for Biden to show Democrats that he's up to the task. And that is what ultimately led to Joy Reid's interjection.
This won't work for what I'm doing. Damn it.
They have a more immediate challenge right now, which is projecting to the Democratic Party he's inevitable and he's up to this job.
Yeah, well, here's the question that I have on that. These two men are both elderly. Donald Trump is an elderly man.
They're so old.
For whatever reason, was given 9 seconds to take an iconic photo op during
so old.
Situation.
So old.
We'll figure that out one day.
They're both so old.
Survival of that and
they're just both so old.
Right to his convention is being conveyed in the media world.
How old are they?
This
they're both so old.
Is 81 years old and has COVID. Should he be fine in a couple of days? Doesn't that
God damn it. I thought I wanted the country to I thought I wanted the country to care about how old these fucking dinosaurs are. Then I realized how terribly toxic their fucking news cycles actually are. And I don't ever want to hear about how old these dinosaurs are ever again. When I was saying it, it was cool. When these piece of shit pundits spin it for 5 months straight, all day, every single fucking day, I begin to realize that I still made sense in the end. There's nothing wrong with my point that these dinosaurs suck and they should have retired at 65, you know? My point still stands. But I really don't want to hear about it all day, every day, for 5 months on your piece of shit, fucking worthless news cycle. I don't care. I don't care about how old they are anymore. I don't want to hear it from you anymore. I don't care how old they are anymore. I don't think you're fixing any of it. I don't think you're getting rid of any of them. I don't think you're doing anything about it. So I don't want to hear about how old they are anymore. They're both so old. You know, and it's like, it was cool when I was saying it. It's cool when the progressives say it. When piece of shit CNN and piece of shit traitor-ass fucking Fox fucking push it for 5 fucking months every single day for 5 months and shit. It's like a non-point at that point. And that's the whole point of it. Like, when they drill it into the ground like they're literally fracking for the truth or whatever. Like, eventually, you don't want to hear it anymore. You don't want to hear about how old they are anymore, you know? I don't want to hear about how old they are anymore. I liked it when I was saying it as a progressive. When CNN says it, it just sounds stupid and pandering and like, you know, whataboutism and they're jumping ship and they're homie hopping and all this stupid ass shit. And it's like, motherfucker, it's cool when the progressives say it. When CNN spins it for 5 fucking months, it just sounds like a bunch of hot air again, you fucking idiots. Stop talking about how old they are. We know that he's 81 years old. Stop talking about how old he is. I don't care. I mean, I get it now. I get it that he's got, like, you know, that he's got dementia, and I'm okay with them talking about dementia. I don't want to hear about how old he is anymore. It's been 5 months of it. I talked about that for 5 years, and nobody listened to a single goddamn word I said. When CNN picks it up, they spin cycle on it until it has no meaning anymore. Goddamn fucking idiots.
To really be
I don't want to hear about how old they are anymore. I don't want to hear it. It's every word out of everybody's mouth. Yeah, I get it. You finally came around to something. You finally woke up out of your dead ass fucking swamp fog and figured out that these dinosaurs shouldn't be running the country. Congratulations! You don't need to spin it for 5 months all day long, every news cycle, every channel for 5 months. We get that they're fucking old, you fucking idiots. Stop. Stop now. We know that they're 81. We know that they're pooping their diapers. We know that they're old. Shut the fuck up about it.
To people.
God damn it.
So if he does fine out of it and comes back and is able to do rallies, isn't that exactly the same? I mean, it's not exactly the same. It's not the same instance.
It's the same thing. It's making fun of their color, of their skin, or their gender, or their sexual orientation. It's ageism. You know, and I told every time I ever called one of them a dinosaurs, I would say, well, you know, it's ageist, but, you know, I literally would open like that. For 5 years, I opened like that. Like whether it was on my stream or in my real life, I'd say it's kind of ageist, but I really don't want anybody fucking being a dinosaur politician in this country anymore. I don't really think it should be legal for them to lie on camera. I think they should go to jail that day. Like, you know, and all this other stuff. I used to say this stuff, but I would open with saying, you know, it's kind of ageist, but I really just don't want an old person running our government. I don't. I want a really young, spry person, maybe 38 years old, something like that, who doesn't have menopause or hot flashes or slips to the memory, doesn't know whether, you know, Finland is part of Russia, that kind of thing, like Trump, you know. Nothing going on up there or anything like that. I'm talking like 36, top of their fucking game in the world. They're running some industry or something like that. They don't make mistakes. They've got 5 kids, and all 5 of them are well fed and well educated and well taken care enough. And their wife is or their husband is happy, and you know, or their husband is happy or whatever. It's okay if they're gay. I don't really care. But I want a young looking 35-year-old leader. I don't want these goddamn 81-year-old dinosaurs. Okay. But I said this back in 2015. I've been saying this since 2015. 18. I'm so far ahead of TYT or the progressives and shit. I've been saying this ever since fucking Hillary sold out to the CFR. I've been talking about how they're dinosaurs and we should have a fucking limit. I didn't know what the limit was until this year, but I want it. I want a congressionally mandated retirement age in this country, just like I have like laws about child labor and shit like that. I want laws about elder labor. I don't want our dinosaurs working past the age of 65. I don't. I want them dandling grandkids on their lap and teaching our kids in school and stuff like that. Or I don't know, they can have like teacher jobs, stuff like that in academia. I don't want them working hard labor. I don't want them working in politics. I don't want them driving buses or planes. I don't want them doing things where people's lives or futures are at risk. I think that's an acceptable thing, right? We start working when we're 18 years old. We stop when we're 65. I mean, what's 65 minus 18, right? It's 50. It's 47, I think. What's 65 minus 18? It's hard to do in my head, right? But I'll pull the calculator. I think it's 47, but 65 minus 18, right? Or whatever, I'm sorry. That's not what we're thinking about, right? You work from the age of 18 to 50, like, it's really hard to do this math, right? So from 65 to the age of 20 is 45 years. You had to, and I landed 47. I was right. I nailed it initially. And I said, in all my life, people have told me that I'm bad at mathematics. But no, I can push 65 minus 18 in like 3 seconds. You try to do that shit. You try to do that shit that fast. It's like, you can do it if you're really smart. But I've never been that bad at math. I've never been that bad at math that they've tried to tell me I was all of my goddamn life. No, I'm not bad at motherfucking math. I'm bad at doing math exactly, but I'm not bad at ballpark. I'll fucking nail that within a digit or so. I'm pretty good at ballpark, you know. I'm not good at accuracy. I'm good at ballpark. So you want to do some fast. One of the reasons I was good as a drug dealer is I could calculate the VIG, the fucking cost, the split out, the fucking step-ons, how I was likely to split it between 50, 70, and 90 for the G, B, or T, right? Or G, T, or B. And, you know, and I could do all that shit in a second. And people would be like, wow, how do you do that shit so fast? And I'm like, I don't know. How do you fuck up the count? How do you fuck up the count is my question. How do you fuck up the count? That's your money. You're breaking the law to go to jail and all this crazy ass shit. How do you fuck up the counts is my question. How do these corporations allow so much embezzlement? How do you guys fuck up the count so bad? I think it's a dinosaur thing. I at the age of 36 or 38 when I was like dealing drugs and shit, I was not gonna fuck up the count like dinosaur Biden or dinosaur Trump. I don't know how you would fuck up the count, you know? I didn't fuck up the count here. I was like, what's 65 minus 18? Okay, well, let's say, okay, you got a $65 dope sack. He's put $18 down on it. He owes 47. You can let it go, but I don't recommend it. 47 is a lot of money. Now, another dealer might think, oh, he put 18 on it. It's okay, right? But no, 47 is a lot on that sack. It's a lot on that sack. So I knew how to literally like pop it like to no negative like anything at all. I nailed it accurately. And people say I'm bad at math. I'm not, no. Now, I'm not good at calendars. I'm not good at being anywhere. I'm not good at structure. I'm not good at jobs. I'm not good at bosses. I'm not good at fucking anything having to do with other human beings at all. At all, I would say. You know? But I'm not good. I'm not bad at math. No. I can calculate what 66,000 damage is with a 2.3 crit x, 2.33x multiplier. That's 133.2. Really fast, you know. Like, I don't want to hear about how I'm bad at math. I will not do that. I've been fucking with numbers, RPG numbers, all of my life. A lot of the people in my life have always told me that I'm bad at things. Nah, I'm just bad at things when I'm around you, you know. I'm not bad at most things. I'm not bad at riding motorcycles. I'm not bad at driving cars. I'm not bad at video games. I'm not bad at fucking like commentary. I'm not bad at women. I'm not bad at fucking like gender politics or race politics. I'm not bad at like accepting everybody. I'm not bad at most things, I would say. I am when I'm around you and I care about your, I care about you judging me or something like that, right? I don't get nervous. I just lose accuracy when I'm around other people trying to show off how fucking fast I can actually do it. I can actually think pretty fucking fast. Probably faster than you. Probably faster than you. I'm probably faster than you at spelling. I'm probably faster than you at debate. I'm probably faster than you at research and reading and music, making music. But, you know, like, I'm probably faster at you than, like, at video games and driving and stuff like that. I'm probably better than you at a lot. Like, I don't care who you are. I say you, and I mean royal you. I'm probably better than you at a lot of things. And it's always other people that try to tell me I'm bad at things. I'm like, well, okay, in theory, I'm bad at something. Yeah, I'm not too good at shame. I would admit that I don't really have any shame. You know, I'm not too good at shame. I don't do a lot of shame in my life, I wouldn't say. And I fucked up so bad, and I screwed up the count, and I did all kinds of fucked up things, right? But, like, I don't really feel too much shame, except for shame in you, shame in this country's government, shame in you guys, shame in your failures. My fuck-ups were monumental in that they affected nobody, except my family, essentially, you know? Your fuck-ups destroyed a country and a world. So I tend to look at your fuck-ups a lot more carefully, you know? All I did was do drugs, you know? I don't give a flying fuck about what I did. Well, let's talk about what you do to children. Let's talk about what you do to their education. Let's talk about what you do to their fucking future with your bipartisan fucking traitorism and your kill this country fucking politics, you know? You're never justice. You're never never not inflation, you know? You're never not inflation. It's an NNI problem, right? No humans, it's an NHI, NNI problem. No humans involved in our government because there's no cease in the goddamn inflation. So you can make an argument that there's no human beings in our government with hearts, with living, breathing hearts or conscious and brains with consciousness or anything like conscious or anything like that, right? Conscious. You can make an argument that these are traitor fucking lizardmen who have taken over our government, and I think you're fairly close to the actual truth, you know? It kind of sucks, but I would say that no human would ever act this way with this careless disregard for their fellow man. I would say these are inhuman people that deserve to be excommunicated. Like they did to us, like they did to us for drugs, like how they made it impossible for us to get a job our whole lives. They made it impossible for us to keep an address because the rent was too high, so we couldn't get jobs. I consider it a goddamn war against their fucking fellow human mankind. I consider them war criminals. They commit war crimes against their own people all the goddamn time, and I'm the only one who ever talks about it. I've never heard of anybody else talking about it almost ever. Maybe the lead singer of Bad Religion talks about it from time to time. I would say that the lead singer of King Crimson talked about it a lot. John Lennon talked about it a lot. You know, the Maharishi or the Mahatma or you know, not many people talk about this a lot, but you kind of killed the human race with your kind of like your surplus. Your surplus, your conservation is killing the human fucking race. Fuck your conservative parties and fuck your conservation. Your surplus is killing the fucking human race, and I would put you in jail for it or hold you to task for it. You have killed the human race with it. We do not have enough food to feed these people. We do not have enough water to thirst these people. We don't have enough rent. The rent's too high to provide shelter for 7 billion fucking people. You have killed the fucking world, and I will not stand by while you do it. You have killed this world. The Republicans and the Democratic Party have killed this country and damn near killed the world. We must stop them.
It's funny because Jen Psaki's face was like, what are you saying? Please stop talking. But then she says it should.
She doesn't want to embarrass.
And I thought I should turn my mic down, you know, or up. You know, no. My mic is exactly where the fuck it should be, you know? My mic is right where it should be. Right next to my mouth, screaming out against the traitors that are killing us. You know what I'm saying? Done it all my goddamn life when they took us to the Patriot Act death of America. Here I am at the fucking funeral of fucking America, still fucking screaming at the Republicans and the Democrats who put us in this grave. Fuck the fucking Republican and Democratic Party. I come and take your fucking leaders. Fuck them. Fuck them and their stupid, worthless, traitor fucking asses. I'm sick of your fucking self-assassinations, your self-incriminating fucking, you know, what's it called? False flag scenarios, your fucking problems with assassinating fucking figureheads, and all your fucking lies. I will not take it any longer. I'm mad as hell. I'm not gonna take it anymore.
I mean, it was a huge cringe moment. Look, I don't think that the MSNBC hosts understand how unhinged they sound.
No, they have no clue. I don't care how unhinged I sound. I don't think there's anybody like me, so I don't try to care. Well, I don't care what you think about me. There's no one like me. No one like me in the world. You know what I'm saying? So I can give a flying fuck what you guys think about me. I never have, never will. There's nobody like me, so why would I care what you think? There's nobody to compare to. There's no one like me. I keep looking and looking and looking and looking in the progressive parties, in the drug circles, in the fucking in the work circles, in the streamer circles on the internet. It doesn't matter. I've never even remotely come close to anybody like me at all. Not even close, you know? So I'm gonna scream at you from a place of true authenticity, you know? I don't say this stuff because, you know, I am reading some script and trying to appeal to some fucking common denominator or something. No, I'm just fucking pissed at you. I'm pissed at you for destroying my life and everything that I ever knew or loved, you know? Like, pretty much, you destroyed my school, you destroyed the places that I lived, you destroyed my circles, you sent all my friends to jail for drugs, you fucked us over, like you know, fed us lies forever, you blew up our own building with our own plane, you know, lied to us for 20 years about us, sent us overseas to a war that none of us wanted or even really agreed to, and I'm sorry, but I don't like you anymore. I would sooner see you fucking hang in Times Square. Give my people the closure they deserve, parasitical fucking government.
It's a threat a long time ago. And so, guys, remember, is a dozen years ago that I'm at MSNBC as a host, and they tell me specifically, don't criticize Democrats. So that's the nature of this network. That's the culture of this network, and that's literally the guidelines of this network. So
I will criticize all of you. I'll criticize the veterans. I'll go the started the president and going all the way down to the veterans who fought in wars that they shouldn't have fought in. I will criticize all of them. I don't care. None of them are fucking sacred to me. None of them are sacred cows. They've been fucking us for 70 years. Fuck them. They're not sacred to me. I'll go from the president to the veterans and all the problems in between. You've been fighting wars you shouldn't have fought. You've been killing people you shouldn't have been killing. You've been in countries that you shouldn't have gone to. You listen to the fucking liars. You shouldn't have listened to the liars. You got us fucked up and addicted to heroin in Vietnam. You brought it back here and now we've got a terrible fucking drug war at home. You fucking shitheads have killed us. I will not back anybody in our culture. You're all complicit, even the veterans. I don't care. You're all complicit in the death of America. You shouldn't have been fighting in those wars. You should have thought first. You should have known better. God damn it, man.
For another dozen years after I left,
you should have known better. You should have known better day one. You should have known better. What the fuck does an Afghanistan person or a fucking Vietnamese person have to do with middle-class white America? You piece of deluded shit. And I don't care how much you talk about but like we gotta venerate our veterans. I do. I love our veterans. Thank you for fighting in these stupid fucking pointless wars. Thank you for fighting in these pointless fucking wars. I'm sorry that our piece of shit traitor government sent you somewhere you never should have been, but yeah, you know, and I honor your service and thank you for fighting for us and shit, but you should have put your foot down. You never should have donned arms against people that you've never even heard of before, and you're complicit with the corruption. You never should have gone. You never should have fought. I'll go from the top to all the way to the bottom. Corruption is eminent in every single fucking aspect of American life.
And result where they're so ensconced in their own bubble.
Your wars were the start of it. Now it's gone down even to the water that we drink. It's turning the frogs gay or whatever the fuck, you know?
But they think, well, doesn't everyone irrationally just hate Donald Trump?
No, I don't irrationally hate Donald Trump. I irrationally, well, more like rationally, I rationally hate the government that pursued me for drugs for 30 fucking years and treated me like a foreign combatant. Put me in jail for many times over bullshit. Treated me like a foreign combatant in my own land, that my country and my people and my family fucking fought for. Treated me like a foreign fucking combatant. To me, that makes the government the foreign combatant. Tell me you haven't been targeted before. You have been. This is a terrible force that has destroyed our country, and we must completely rehaul the entire fucked up dead system, from the dead-ass Republicans to the dead-eye Democrats. Every last one of them, get them out of there. Traitors.
There's plenty of rational reasons.
No, I don't want to hang them for this. I want to take their jobs. Take it there. I want to take their fucking jobs before they fuck us any further.
To hate Donald Trump. But when you get into the irrational and like, oh yeah, no big deal that he got shot.
I don't want to hurt them. I want to take their fucking jobs. You've been driving this goddamn boat deep down into the Marianas Trench, and you've crashed us down in there, and you're now crashing other boats into us. I'm sick of your fucking train wreck.
Wait, it's no big deal. It's like getting a guy having a cold. Same thing. You sound ridiculous.
Okay,
you sound like a lunatic.
Yo, let's talk about how old they are and how sick they are some more, while you kill the fucking country and the world. You know, Jesus fucking Christ.
You just touched on something that I've been wanting to articulate on the show for some time now. Now's a perfect time to say it. Guys, I don't want Democrats to turn into everything they hate.
What do you mean? They did that like 10 years ago. What the fuck are you talking about? When Hillary stood with the CFR! Fucking traitor!
About their political opponents. And I feel like that's what's happening.
That's a great point.
The Democrats stood with the CFR! They're fucking traitors! Get them the fuck out of here! They stood with the CFR! They're traitors! They're out to kill us! They're out to sell us to the highest bidder! Get the Democratic Party the fuck out of here! They're traitors! Woo, you know, they're not as bad as the Republicans, but get them both out of here! They're full-blown money traitors! They sold us to the highest bidder in every foreign fucking interest! They're killers! Bush is killers. The Bush family is killers. Does it sound familiar? The Biden family is killers. Does it sound familiar? The Trump family is killers and child rapists, the rapists. Does it sound familiar? They're all crime families in the great big fucking mafia that is our American government and the world politics. The CFR, the IMF, the WTO, the betrayal of America by the richest, whitest people in our land.
I want to be better than that, right? Like, I don't want to dabble in conspiracies. I don't want to...
I don't care about dabbling in conspiracies. Everything I've said here is the goddamn truth. Go and read the fucking headlines. There's no theories about aliens or JFK here. Everything I've said is exactly, and no less, no more, the truth. All of it.
Humanize people on the other side.
You want to filibuster us for 2,000 years while our country becomes Mick-America. No, no, no. We'll get both of your dead-ass parties the fuck out of here first, traitors.
I don't want to brush...
I will not stand here for 100 years while you choke us in fucking filibuster. We need leadership, traitors. When was the last time you talked about rent or food or water or shelter or healthcare or any of that shit? Good job on the infrastructure as you crash boats into bridges. But I mean, like, you know, thank you for talking about infrastructure a little bit this year. You know, that was the first time in 18 years that I've heard an American politician talk about an actual problem that we have. Good job, traitors. Get the fuck out of here before you see the news.
Can you guys imagine?
Sooner or later, the country's gonna wake up and realize that the government doesn't have your interests at heart at all. They're actually the enemy. Way worse than Nazi Germany or any of your other fucking,
Tried to kill you?
Any of your any other major adversary the America's ever had.
There who literally wanted to kill you, and one person got real close. That is a traumatic experience. No one should have to deal with that. In a democracy, no one should have to deal with that.
Now, how come that guy's fighting? Isn't he supposed to be friendly? Silence. That's no good. Unsilence the white mage. I love yelling at the government for all the things that they fuck me on. It's pretty fun. It really was pretty much the closure that I needed to get better. I like yelling at the government for full-blown trying to stab me in the back every single night I've ever been alive. You know?
And we are supposed to be better than this.
We're supposed to be better than this.
We're not supposed to do what
I expect mighty things out of my country, but not with the Republican and Democrat fucking traitor parties in power. No. I expect this government to, and this people and this country to do great things, but I don't expect Democrats and Republicans to do great things at all. We've given them 200 years. They have not given us great things. It took outside forces like MLK, John Lennon to make true change in this country. The Republicans and Democrats just want to sit there and tax you and live high on the hog until we die. It's the same old bullshit that we ran from in Britain. It's rich white men taxing us to death. It's happening. It's the same old bullshit that we had in Britain. It's the Whigs. The Whigs have taken over our government and are taxing us and starving us and price fixing us to death. It was the same shit that we did when we left Britain. You know what I'm saying? Now we have to leave America now. Now we got to leave America and go somewhere like space or something like that. America in space or something. I don't know. America West and America East or something like that. I don't know what it is, but I know that like we have to get away from Washington D.C. the way that our ancestors had to get away from the fucking crown.
Supposed to make light of what happened last weekend at that Trump rally. Okay, with that said, I do want to actually give Van Jones credit, and I want to juxtapose what you heard from Joy Reid to what Van Jones actually had to say.
As London and Washington D.C. burn. Right there in the streets outside Sleepy Joe's mansion and fucking Diaper Dawn's mansion, right? Are my people fucking starving and dying on the fucking streets? Hello? Hey. Okay. Okay, guys, sorry. I am... my video card has arrived, and I'm going to go get it. And I'm excited about this. My 4060 Ti has arrived, and I'm going to go get it. So I will be right back, guys, maybe 5 minutes or something like that. Or no, I don't know. I'm going to stop the stream, actually, and I'm going to pause the video here. There we go. Hi, guys. I'm back. Sorry about that. I didn't know if I had started the stream or not. Yeah, my YouTube's running. Let's go see if it's running. Public, yep, good. Twitch, good. Okay, and now I am going to go back to I'm gonna look at advanced real quick. Okay, and I need to jump clone out to a dead clone. Well, I guess I could just go to that. And I will jump to a dead clone. Jump. Yes. set? Yeah, I'm set. Board the original Council Diplo shuttle board. I got Taco Bell, weed, and wine, which is awesome. I'm gonna crack it all open now. I already had my Taco Bell, but now I'm gonna have wine and CBD. Oh yeah. There we go. Okay. I have a PvP op coming up here. How long till op? Right. When is this op? 1:42:12. I want to reload the MOTP. Short notice. So, according to this Discord. Okay, I don't even know what I opened. Oh yes, look at the beautiful amber. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's almost as beautiful as this glass of wine. Oh yeah. Ah. Okay, so what else am I doing here? We're closing you. Oh, no, wait. I guess I'll just plug in this set. Yeah, plug in. Plug in. Plug in. Plug in. Then we will set to go to the 24th. 27th something. Alldayerrydaybabyf. 21 jumps. You say that you prefer safer. Okay, good. Undock. Okay, gotta go look at the Discord. SSH. I am not here today. I am looking at the 11:43 a.m. CTA fleet up now. Yes, it's a bit early. New maximum numbers of dire enemies showed up. Oh. 1915. Oh, so was this more? Oh, so I guess I don't need to do anything.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Ah, so good. Blood of Pator Satin Unlimited. What are you worth? Shit, I missed the op today. Never mind, I don't have an op today. I missed it, I guess. So, okay. Wow. Aluminum ingots. Now I can make a jackhammer. Yeah. Give me my clip cortex, bitch. Mm-hmm. Gonna make I should have given it. But if I have an electric drill, what do I want to pickaxe? Wait, oh, did I get a jackhammer? Cool, let's go try it out. Am I full? No, I'm not full. I'm thirsty? Oh, I'm thirsty. Yeah, I died of thirst, huh? Well, so you can eat, and drink. Did all that food decay? No, but it will in 3 hours. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really care, frankly. The 7 apples. I suppose I could eat that, but I mean, it doesn't really help. Yeah, let's go try out the jackhammer. You just wouldn't catch it. It's really dumb how you can't turn around on the thing. Oh. Let's try it out. Oh, that's much better, yeah. Nice. Why are you always reloading 4 shots in? It's so annoying. I always stop 4 shots from the end. It's somebody who's done combat, like stupid ass video game combat for too long. There, I always leave 4 shots in the mag. Watch. Wait, no, it wasn't 4. I wasn't even counting, I guess. Yeah, no, it was just originally... I thought this was a 16 round mag. Wow, look at all that shit. I should just do all of it. I'm just gonna do all of it. Isn't there like some kind of like thing or something? There's like supposed to be something. Oh well. Oh, yeah. I need to see. Well, that's good. It's gonna be a good night.
Couldn't stop Trump.
Impending attack. However, and I want to be clear about this, investigators have actually walked that back, saying they now believe the account was actually fake. So before we get to what...
Yes, Rob. Welcome to the Young Turks, Jane Huber, Anna Kasparian. We're live at the RNC. Normally we'd be at the Poly Market Studios, of course, in LA, but we've been here in Milwaukee all week, and it has been exciting. So, as you've seen, we've interviewed Charlie Kirk, Rudy Giuliani, Mike Lindell, Those were fun. I now have a pillow that I could call my own. So I was just on the floor of the convention. That was trippy and amazing. So we've got a lot to report to you guys throughout the night about how the convention is going. So we'll do our usual show, of course, 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern right here. And then afterwards, instead of the members-only episode, we'll be going live for everyone and covering the political speeches. And then several Republicans have promised to come by. We'll see how that goes, and that should be interesting as well. And by the way, a lot of people here are talking about both Rudy and Charlie Kirk interviews.
Are they really?
Yeah.
What are they saying?
They're saying, wow, those were interesting. Okay, so interesting. I'll take it. I love it. Obviously, we have huge updates, mainly on the Democratic side. So as you'll see in a second, Joe Biden is inches away from withdrawing from the race. And so the battle for replacing him has begun.
Yeah.
And we've got a lot on that.
Yep.
All right, Anna.
Before we get to all of that, though, I think it's important to check back in with the investigations into the assassination attempt on Donald Trump. And so why don't we begin with this?
Law enforcement officials are now saying that Secret Service snipers spotted the shooter 20 minutes before he opened fire. It's my understanding that briefers told lawmakers that the shooter was identified as a person of interest 62 minutes before that shooting happened.
Well, the damning details of what led up to Thomas Matthew Crooks's assassination attempt of Donald Trump don't end there. In fact, we have a lot of other damning details that have now been released into the public. We're going to get to that in just a moment. But first, we have other major updates about that assassination attempt to share with you. So first of all, we still know almost nothing about the shooter's motives for this assassination plot, but we have discovered some details about what he was searching in days leading up to the assassination attempt. So the FBI discovered that he had done searches online for President Trump's butler, Pennsylvania rally, and the date of the Democratic National Convention in his phone history. So they were able to, crack into his phone, figure out what he was searching, and that is what they found. He had photos of Trump, Biden, and other politicians on his phone. We also know that the shooter had visited the site of the rally at least one time before Saturday, which of course was when the assassination attempt took place. Now, in the days before the rally, he visited his local gun club to practice shooting. Obviously, that in and of itself isn't at all suspicious. People like to go to gun ranges, no problem there. But he also bought a ladder at Home Depot and purchased 50 rounds of ammunition. He also looked up major depression disorder and treatment online. So that could be an indication that he was struggling with some mental health issues. And the FBI told senators on Wednesday that Crooks had posted on a gaming site warning of his impending attack. However, and I want to be clear about this, investigators have actually walked that back, saying they now believe the account was actually fake. So before we get to what happened on the day of the shooting, because we actually have a much clearer timeline about how the, tragic events unfolded, Cenk, I want to give you an opportunity to weigh in on what we have learned about his searches on his phone.
Yeah, finally it's beginning to make sense because we knew obviously any shooter is going to have something wrong with them. And, I won't say that it's a mental health problem every time, but it's close. And so, and of course, as always, normal caveat for you guys, if you don't know, most people that have mental health issues are not at all violent, okay? But there is a small minority that unfortunately does go in this direction. So it turns out he was stating and Biden. And so the fact that he's a Republican, gun enthusiast now begins to make a little bit of sense. It's not that he was just targeting Trump. It looks like he might have just been targeting any politicians or the biggest politicians, and maybe he was sick of politicians or whatever he thought in his mental state. And so he just happened to be able to get to Trump. Now, based on the information that we have. I mean, obviously he's searching out both, and if it was finding that field in Pennsylvania, maybe it would have been Biden. At least there's logic in it now, and it's great to get more information. And as we always tell you, like in the beginning, you just don't know enough. Now the picture is beginning to form.
Exactly. Well, let's talk about what transpired on the day of the shooting, because we have some more details about that as well. So while we still don't have a clear motive for why the shooting happened in the first place, why he felt the need to carry out an assassination attempt, the timeline of the events is actually pretty damning for law enforcement, because clearly there were some pretty significant errors made here. And while the Secret Service would like to place the blame on local authorities, it's becoming clearer and clearer to me that the security lapses were caused by Secret Service. So Crooks was actually identified as suspicious around 5 p.m. And that was over an hour before he opened fire. He was spotted walking near the magnetometers. And so here's more detail about what happened when he was reported and why he looked suspicious.
At 5:10, according to congressional sources, law enforcement identifying Crooks as a person of interest. Police believe he used AC units to climb up and gain access to the roof of a building, and eventually made his way to the perch, where he had a direct line of sight to the former president.
There was local police in the area that were responsible for the outer perimeter of the building.
5:30 p.m. Police see he has a rangefinder, which can be used to establish distance for target practice. And at 5:52 p.m., a sniper spotted Crooks on the roof, roughly 20 minutes before he takes his first shot. At 6:02, Trump walks onto the stage.
Someone's on top of the roof. Look.
The crowd notices a suspect on the roof. An officer climbs up the building, but falls to the ground after Crooks aims his weapon at him. At 6:12, the first shots ring out.
Take a look at what happened.
And we learned of a new potential gap in the plan. Sources telling ABC News the Secret Service requested that a local police cruiser be stationed at the same building where the shooter was perched. But local law enforcement said they did not have the resources to provide that cruiser.
So I want to just briefly talk about the fact that the Secret Service said that they do not have the resources to provide one cruiser to secure that building. So what I don't understand. So the onus is on local law enforcement, because we're not talking about some, wealthy town that has limitless resources to provide security for a candidate for a federal election.
Yeah.
Like, it is insane that they did not have the resources necessary to secure that building, the Secret Service.
Yeah, so I'm a little bit more, conflicted about it. But there's some, so let's break it down. So first of all, they're saying, hey, this is outside the perimeter. Local cops, can you put a cruiser on there? Does that mean that they thought that maybe the guy on the roof was a local cop, and that's why they didn't take further action?
That's a good question, and we don't know. So I want to be clear, we don't know that. Yeah.
So, because that is the only thing that can begin to explain why, even if it's not 62 minutes, look guys, there's two parts to this, right? The part where he's walking around with a weapon, that's on the Republicans 280%. Because whenever, like they said, we should be able to walk around anywhere with a weapon. So a lot of times cops don't go up to people with weapons because they're worried that the right wing is going to bite their head off, right? Well, what do you mean? I got a right, right? So I don't know if that's what happened, but that does happen often. I mean, you can walk into a Walmart carrying that same exact weapon and they're not going to stop you, right? So that's the first part of it. Once he's on the roof, then there's no excuse other than unless the Secret Service thought that was a local cop, right? And I don't know if that's the case, but once they know that he's on the roof, or they know someone's on the roof, they took way too long. Like, that is crazy. And especially when you see, they did a good job on that CNN piece of showing the visual, right, of how close the building is to the rally. No, that building's way too close.
Yeah.
You have somebody on the roof of that building. If the Secret Service is not doing that, they're not doing enough. So, look, the Secret Service here is, there's almost more Secret Service here than attendance, okay? So, obviously, they have some degree of resources.
Exactly.
And so, and by the way, if you're trying to figure out where you should allocate those resources, you should allocate them to Trump. Now, why? Not, I mean, before the shooting, not even just after the shooting. After the shooting's obvious, right? Before the shooting, because he's the only one doing rallies. Like, Joe Biden's barely doing any rallies. So if Joe Biden's doing a rally, by all means, give him everything he wants, right? Get some Secret Service. But Trump's doing, was doing in the Bible, and by the way, in the first couple of days, some sort of excuse about, well, we told Trump not to do rallies in the open. No, but rallies are in the open. That's the whole point of a rally. Right?
I gotta say, look, I have no reason to believe that there was some big conspiracy against Donald Trump, right? And I know that there are people on the right
There's a conspiracy against Donald Trump.
Conspiracy theory. The left has their own conspiracy theories.
I'm sure there is.
Like, I think that
I'm
that's
sure there's
super
many.
toxic. Honestly, I think that there's a big problem with incompetence in our institutions. And the idea, like, I see the Secret Service trying to pass the blame to others. First, they started by trying to blame local law enforcement, and they keep changing their story. So I'm going to give you another example. Okay, so at first, the head of Secret Service, Cheadle, said that local police snipers were actually located inside of the building that the shooter was positioned on top of. But that ended up not being true. So later, local law enforcement officials denied that local snipers were in the same building as crooks. On Wednesday, a Secret Service official told NBC News that the local sniper team was not actually in the building, as Cheadle said. Instead, it was in another building in the same complex. So the stories keep changing. It seems like this is a massive error, an example of massive incompetence, and it's leading to senators calling for the head of the Secret Service to resign.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm beginning to agree with that.
I agree too.
Yeah. So, look, it depends on what information you have. People love to like make gut reactions to a situation and think that they know all the answers when there's such little information. So in the beginning, I don't know how long the Secret Service knew that there was a guy on the roof, right? I go, so they say, oh, fire everybody in the Secret Service. Hold on, we don't know anything yet, right? And then the Secret Service risked their lives to surround Donald Trump. So my instinct is to say, well, those guys are courageous. And in the government, one of the few things that I thought that still functioned and was competent was the Secret Service. That was the impression that I had, that they were the most professional outfit, right? And so, Anna, I think you're making the best point, which is, man, deep incompetence has set in so much of the government.
Yeah.
Like, they're just, we lost the thread, right? And so now at this point, when I look at the new information and how long the guy was on the roof, no, the Secret Service is not allowed to pass the buck, because that's your whole job. Your job is to protect these candidates. And Trump's a former president.
No. I don't know why the Secret Service is defending a citizen. They're not. They're candidates. They're no different from me. If I had it my way, I'd cut the funding on the Secret Service for anybody who wasn't currently holding office. Why should the taxpayer's dollar... I'll say it right on the video. Why should the taxpayer's dollar go towards citizens? People who aren't even currently holding office. I'll just say it. You won't give me comments, I guess. You're just screwed up and just messed up, I guess.
Let's move on.
There's just no comments, I guess. Okay.
Hulk that I need your yes or no. But before that, if you were wondering why I kept saying, like, real Americans, you're the real Americans, he hit that over and over again. And if you don't know Hogan's history, you might feel a little bit more offended by that, right? Like, what are we, not real Americans? But that was his catchphrase. Yeah. He would talk about real Americans, right? So he's just using his catchphrase, so it's not that offensive.
Yeah, his song is "I am a real American."
Yeah.
The issue is that applying that, considering the conversation about immigration and birthright citizenship, I don't think that's great.
Yeah. So he used to come into Eye of the Tiger. Somebody wrote in like hours ago about Hulk Hogan's entrance song was the best, right? In the beginning, he used to come into Eye of the Tiger. And that was super
solid
badass.
as a rock.
Obviously, they lost the rights to that song, so it became too expensive. So they switched to Real American. Real American. And I gotta be honest,
fight for the rights of every man.
It's a great entrance song.
Yeah,
and he had a great entrance.
Yeah, and so that's why you saw.
But you don't fight for the rights of every man.
he talked about how he was in courts too, and he knew how to, you know, what Trump had to deal with. That's because, if you remember, Peter Thiel used Hulk Hogan to bankrupt Gawker because Gawker had outed him as gay, and Peter Thiel was furious at Gawker, and Gawker had actually done something wrong against Hulk Hogan. In my opinion,
sex tape, I think
the
it was.
sex tape, that they released that they shouldn't have, right? And so Peter Thiel used it as an excuse to fund Hulk Hogan's lawsuit to destroy Gawker. So much of this convention has Peter Thiel behind the scenes.
Yeah.
In the last convention, he spoke. In this convention, he's not speaking. But J.D. Vance is his candidate. David Sachs is his friend. Hulk Hogan is his friend. So Peter Thiel, in a lot of ways, is orchestrating this behind the scenes, right? Not completely, but he's got a heavy presence there that if you don't know all the background, you would totally miss.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think that the symbolism is pretty amazing. That, you know, you're pointed out Gawker did at least those two things wrong. But that said, Hulk Hogan was the tool of a billionaire to take out those who criticized him, his enemies, basically. And now Hulk is back to be a tool of a billionaire who wants to go after the people who have criticized him and attacked him.
Yeah, I totally agree, except billionaire.
Yeah.
Okay, and the last thing is when he said, no, you know, when Trump's going to come for you, and he's like, oh, you criminals out there. I was like, Trump's a criminal.
Trump's the criminal. Trump's the criminal.
Steve Bannon's a criminal.
Paul
Steve
Manafort's
Bannon's
a criminal. Roger Stone's a criminal.
Yeah, so all you criminals out there, Donald Trump's going to pardon you. So you got that to look forward to.
100%.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're going to do a quick break here. We got a lot more, and obviously the speech of Donald Trump. So don't go anywhere. And in the members-only episode, by the way, a couple of quick plugs. It's members-only episode. I'm going to tell you why we had the Republican donor on earlier. It's kind of like a little bit of a strange interview, right? But I want to tell you why I did it in the members-only episode. And then make sure you're checking out shoptyt.com, because we got Run DNC shirts to promote an open convention, and we've got the National Hot Dog Day shirts just for fun, okay? So check all that out. And if you can, please sign our open convention petition. That's the most important thing. So tyt.com/open convention. And whenever we mention anything, the link will be in the description box, both live and later, okay? So a quick break and we'll be back.
Every day, the Young Turks delivers 2 hours of solid, fact-based, timely news and progressive commentary on all the day's most important stories. We keep our viewers informed while also providing perspective and insight on the news we cover, so you understand not only what's happening, but also what's happening behind the scenes, the stories behind the stories.
We play musical chairs and put these children in one awful detention facility to the next. That's what's happening at the border.
The things that got him banned, he's still spreading, so presumably, I think it's reasonable to say that if you allow him back on the website, he's going to do it again.
Any legal voter that we deem not willing to vote for my side should.
So wait, I was watching a live thing. Okay,
good.
good.
It'll replace me that's supposed to vote for my side. That's not how voting works. That's not how democracy works.
And while many people following today's political news can get discouraged about the direction of the nation and the world, that's not us. At TYT, we're genuinely optimistic about the future, and with good reason. Today, wide majorities of Americans agree with our progressive stances on issues ranging from healthcare and education to climate, immigration, and wages. The rising generation of young people are also overwhelmingly progressive in their political beliefs and policy objectives, and they're increasingly flexing their muscle as voters and activists to demand change from our elected officials. The traditional mainstream media is mostly AWOL. They, along with the government and many other cherished institutions, have been captured by corporate interests. Audiences sense that they're not getting the whole story, or even the truth from once trusted outlets, whether broadcast and cable TV news networks or national newspapers and magazines. The antidote is the Young Turks. Unlike mainstream
Young
Turks.
Nope, because fuck them. Nope, because fuck them. Fuck them.
We don't carry water for the Republican or Democratic parties.
Nope, fuck them. Fuck them and their stupid traitor asses.
And join the thousands of progressives around the globe who tune in every day.
Thousands of us.
Unmatched, award-winning content, and see what it's like to experience a news.
Fuck the worthless Republican and Democratic traitors. Yeah. I love spewing my hatred. It's so fun. You guys fucked us for so long.
My favorite meat.
Hot dog is your favorite meat? RNC day 4. See, this is the wrong music for RNC Day 4, right? You need Star Wars theme, right? And when they come out on stage, they should say a fine mahawk to you, you know? In Cordia in Rock no hawk. A fine mohawk to you. Fucking and fucking Kelsey Grammer was a Republican too. It's Kid Rock.
Kid Rock, musical artist, a hater of
beer cans.
Light, although not really.
No, I love that he got so worked up that I have to shoot it, and then like a few months go by, and it's like, I like it though.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna start drinking it again.
I know. What would men like Kid Rock do without
I guess they'd have Bud, I suppose, but the calories, though. The calories.
The calories, yes. He looks like the kind of guy who'd be concerned about that.
Oh my God, it's
this
just
is so funny.
It's always so funny because look, you know, they're regular people, but I've been in that crowd.
Yep.
And like Kid Rock, I'm sure thinks to himself, I'm a badass, I'm a rocker, and you're part of the dorkiest thing ever. Like that's such a group of dorks.
Can you imagine if some of the delegates start moshing?
Oh, that would be awesome. I would love. I want him to like jump out into the crowd, but they don't know how to respond, so he just falls right through. Kid Rock.
So, how was Hulk Hogan?
Look, I'm not a Hulk Hogan fan.
Oh, you're not?
I mean, I think that he's good in Rocky IV, but he didn't wrestle when I was watching wrestling. He'd been out for a while. He came back later for like a year or two, but I wasn't watching by then. So, like, I know of him, but I don't have like personal affection for him.
You have a personal affection for any of the wrestlers?
Plenty of wrestlers.
Really?
But I also know, I mean, like he's got a great character and all that. Generally, people who work with him behind the scenes say he's a goddamn a-hole.
Who, Hulk Hogan?
Yes, he's apparently terrible, and it's like the wrestlers are very open about like having met him and worked with him. He's terrible.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. This is just what they say. But no, I don't have any personal affection with him.
All right. I mean, this is happening. I don't know what to make of it.
I guess it's cool. I don't.
It's been a fascinating. I mean, you got Amber Rose,
Lee Greenwood,
Kid Rock, Hulk Hogan. You know, it used to be the Democrats that were star-studded.
There was Baby Dog, the Bulldog. So who do you? Okay, let's say we flash forward to the DNC.
Sure.
Who's the Kid Rock?
I don't know.
Does Taylor perform? She wouldn't.
I
don't think so.
know what to expect at the DNC.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of questions. One of my questions is, are people going to want to come and talk with us?
Why not?
I mean, because I feel like...
It was mostly the establishment Dems that were pushing for her to drop out anyway. I think, if anything, I think there's a lot of good conversation to be had about the strategy of AOC and Bernie Sanders, but they will theoretically come out of this not having had looked like they were radicals that were just trying to take out a centrist Democrat, and it looks like we will get what we wanted anyway. Mm-hmm. So maybe it was a good strategy. I don't know.
Wait, hold on. Good strategy by progressives?
I mean, that theoretically they didn't have to be out in front pushing for it, and yet we still get it. I mean, it could, maybe if it had been all progressives at first, rather than allowing it to be some of the establishment Dems, then maybe it would have been less likely to work. I don't know. Regardless, it looks like we're going to get what we want. But why do you think they'd be not wanting to? I mean, I don't think they'll want to talk to us because they hate progressives. But I don't know if that's necessarily different than 2016.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. So Robert Costa tweeted about an hour ago, quote, "Sources close to President Biden tell me tonight they're furious that while the president is trying to recover from COVID pressure campaign keeps picking up speed. Lots of anger towards some donors for talking of money drama if he doesn't quit." All right, we're about to get, I think this is the Dana White speech.
I am Dana White. I am the CEO and president of the Ultimate Fighting Championship.
Also known as UFC.
So 2 weeks ago, I got a call from President Trump asking me if I'd be willing to speak tonight. As usual, there was no pressure, no demands. He asked me as a friend, and of course I said yes.
Fucking idiot.
Then,
yeah, you're here.
After I accepted,
wait, did you say no?
He sent me a text message, and I just want to read to you a little piece of what President Trump wrote to me.
I love the humanizing element of every speech.
We'll be doing the introduction at the National Republican Convention. Think of it as the biggest fight you ever had, a fight for our country and even the world.
It's just funny. He is taking the job that Melania typically would have taken. It's the wife introduces.
Melania didn't want to give a speech, and I respect that.
No, I get that, but I'm saying at a convention like this, that is the person that introduces you. They know you best. They humanize you best. He doesn't have a relationship with his wife, but he has a relationship with this dude.
A lot of men in this country don't really have a relationship with their wives.
A man who truly cares about people. The mainstream media likes to push the narrative that he doesn't care about anyone but himself. I absolutely know that's not the truth because I've been friends with this guy for 25 years. And for the people who know me, they'll know this is true. I just want to make something very clear. Nobody in the Trump campaign has ever told me what to say. Nobody tells me what to say, and I'm nobody's puppet.
First of all, stop licking so fast. You're licking so fast right now. Ron DeSantis is noticing how much you're licking.
And I know President Trump. I know President Trump is a fighter.
I think he might be a lizard.
I've been saying this since 2015. Now look at what's happened over the last 10 years. We have all seen it with our own eyes.
He did 2 licks. He always does 2 licks.
Human being.
Look, this isn't a Tootsie Pop, okay? This is an RNC speech.
He's gonna get to the center of his own head.
The higher the stakes, the harder he fights, and this guy never ever gives up. So
I do like that he doesn't really seem to be reading off a teleprompter. I think he's just talking.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
He's kind of energizing me right now. Not
I like it.
exhausted.
I know why he's
talking
president again. Why else would he put himself through everything he's dealt with just to get back here? We all know he doesn't need this. This guy's got a great life. He has a beautiful family, and he has achieved everything that you could possibly achieve in life.
I've never heard them talk about a potential president this way. He doesn't need this.
Damn it, it keeps censoring me.
Still.
Because he loves this country.
So funny, I spilled my wine.
And I know he wants what's best for the American people. All American people. I know he's running for president to save our American dream. I'm living the American dream, and I know the American dream is very real. Whether you were born in this country or came here from someplace else, this is the last real land of opportunity.
That's crazy. Look, I love America, but like, that's crazy to say that.
Government's duty is to protect the people, not run their lives. And if you're buried in government red tape, how will you ever start your own business? If you're struggling to pay your bills, how can you ever afford to start a family? And if you don't feel safe in your own town, why would you ever buy a house? I know that President Trump is fighting to save the American dream, and that's what's at stake in this election.
You got yelling into the mic. Like we.
I'll give him the yelling. You gotta stop licking.
In this fight, I know President Trump is a proven leader, a fearless
President, more like ex-president. Ex-president.
He was in the Oval Office.
2 seconds.
The choice is clear. But this election, we all get.
What, you think at home, like angry?
Yeah, we'll get to that in a bit.
Security. I know I'm going to choose opportunity and prosperity. I know I'm going to choose real American leadership and a real American badass.
Literally doesn't exercise because he thinks it kills you faster.
And I'm not telling you what.
He's not a badass.
And I'm not telling you what to think. I'm telling you what I know. I know America needs a strong leader, and the world needs a strong America. I know Donald
That was 3. He really liked that line. I can tell because he licked himself 3 times.
My fellow Americans, it is my honor to introduce the 45th and soon to be 47th President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
He was very energized. I think he was partying with Don Jr. before that debate.
Oh no.
If all the things were gone, I'd work for all my life, and I had to start again.
Yeah, just mute him. Just mute him.
Yeah,
and he's like constantly ripping off music that the artists don't want him to use.
And
this guy loves being there.
I know people are gonna find it incredibly cheesy.
Mute
I don't
him.
care.
Just
I
mute
actually
him.
really like this song.
Yeah, the song's fine. I got no problem with the song.
Yeah, but it's a copyrighted song that he's stealing.
All right. Okay, so
Okay, there's a lot of crazy stuff happening.
So let's go back to what I was reading prior to.
They should mute
White's
him.
speech.
Fuck him.
So, Robert Costa, about an hour and a half ago now, said that sources close to President Biden tell me tonight they're furious that while the president is trying to recover from COVID, a pressure campaign keeps picking up speed. Lots of anger toward some donors for talking about money drying up if he doesn't quit, toward what they see as muted support from President Obama, and toward Democratic leaders who one source says are hiding behind statements. If they want him to quit, they'll have to push, sources add. Feels disrespected. Still a fluid moment, and no one has figured out an effective way to quiet this drift of nervous Democrats away from Biden. And many Dems want Biden to just break at some point.
I mean, 2/3 of the Dems wanted to step down. Muted support from Obama. Obama apparently wants him to step
Orange
down.
turd.
So,
Orange turd takes the stage.
Look, Schumer and Pelosi can head over there if he wants. I don't know how that's going to be less embarrassing for him.
Yeah.
To have them like haul him out of the White House. They're trying to give him a dignified path out.
I think it's already too late for that. I mean, he's.
All right.
I'm so mad at his wife. Biden's wife is a terrible person. Okay, she is. She just is.
It's a bad week for wives. I think we can all.
Ah. 36 seconds. Because they stole the music. Get with it, guys. Damn it. Do that again.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Wow. And thank you, Dana. Thank you, Kid Rock, sometimes referred to as Bob. And thank you, Lee, right from the beginning. Thank you very much. What a talent. What a beautiful, beautiful song. Thank you. Friends, delegates, and fellow citizens, I stand before you this evening with a message of confidence, strength, and hope. 4 months from now, we will have an incredible victory, and we will begin the 4 greatest years in the history of our country. Together, we will launch a new era of safety, prosperity, and freedom for citizens of every race, religion, color, and creed. The discord and division in our society must be healed. We must heal it quickly. As Americans, we are bound together by a single fate and a shared destiny. We rise together or we fall apart. I am running to be president for all of America, not half of America, because there is no victory in winning for half of America. So tonight, with faith and devotion, I proudly accept your nomination for President of the United States. Thank you.
So huge applause when he accepts the nomination. Again, we're about 2 blocks from the
See the
center,
censorship right in the
I heard
channel.
I might have heard it through another
See the
TV
censorship
screen
right in the
thing,
channel.
But still, huge applause. And obviously, this is their hero. This is their messiah.
Right.
And especially after surviving the attempted assassination, he becomes more of a messiah figure.
Definitely.
And he does that Trump thing that he does. Like he'll stay at a microphone, then lean like this, like this. And he looks cool, as I've said before, when he did the fist pump after the assassination attempt.
And we will
Is that
do
guy
it
crying?
right.
Like sobbing?
Let me
They
begin
cry at everything
this
Trump
evening
does.
by expressing my gratitude to the American people for your outpouring of love and support following the assassination attempt at my rally on Saturday.
Again, you'll probably see
As you already know, the assassin's bullet came within a quarter of an inch of taking my life. So many people have asked me, what happened? Tell us what happened, please. And therefore, I will tell you exactly what happened. And you'll never hear it from me a second time because it's actually too painful to tell.
I bet he says it so many times.
It was a warm, beautiful day in the early evening in Butler Township in the great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
Poetic.
I know,
Music was
the way he
loudly
talks,
playing,
like you can't help but.
and the campaign
It's very
was
unique.
doing really well. I went to the stage and the crowd was cheering wildly. Everybody was happy. I began speaking very strongly, powerfully, and happily. Because I was discussing the great job my administration did on immigration at the southern border. We were very proud of it.
Poor job at the northern border, but we're okay.
Behind me and to the right was a large screen that was displaying a chart of border crossings under my leadership. The numbers were absolutely amazing. In order to see the chart, I started to, like this, turn to my right and was ready to begin a little bit further turn, which I'm very lucky I didn't do. When I heard a loud whizzing sound,
He was, though. That's literally true.
something hit me really, really hard on my right ear. I said to myself, wow, what was that? It can only be a bullet. and moved my right hand to my ear, brought it down. My hand was covered with blood, just absolutely blood all over the place. I immediately knew it was very serious, that we were under attack, and in one movement proceeded to drop to the ground. Bullets were continuing to fly as very brave Secret Service agents rushed to the stage, and they really did. They rushed.
Good. Yeah, that was good. This is very different from his 2016 speech.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, very different.
These are great people at great risk, I will tell you, and pounced on top of me so that I would be protected. There was blood pouring everywhere, and yet, in a certain way, I felt very safe because I had God on my side. I felt that.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, Luma is at the back. She looks like Matt Gates. Or Matt Gates looks like her.
The amazing thing is that prior to the shot, if I had not moved my head at that very last instant, the assassin's bullet would have perfectly hit its mark, and I would not be here tonight. We would not be together. The most incredible aspect of what took place on that terrible evening in the fading sun was actually seen later. In almost all cases, as you probably know, and when even a single bullet is fired, just a single bullet, and we had many bullets that were being fired, crowds run for the exits or stampede, but not in this case. It's very unusual.
It's actually very true.
Yeah, that's exactly what I gave the crowd credit for earlier.
Tens of thousands of people.
When another speaker pointed that out, I'm like, that crowd was super impressive. We're not running.
Bravely, but automatically stood up looking for where the sniper would be. They knew immediately it was a sniper. And then began pointing at him. You can see that if you look at the group behind me. That was just a small group compared to what was in front. Nobody ran, and by not stampeding, many lives were saved. But that isn't the reason.
On crowd senses. It's actually impressive.
Always stays on message and crowd sense. It's true.
The reason is that they knew I was in very serious trouble. They saw it. They saw me go down. They saw the blood and thought, actually most did, that I was dead. They knew it was a shot to the head. They saw the blood. And there's an interesting statistic. The ears are the bloodiest part. If something happens with the ears, they bleed more than any other part of the body. For whatever reason, the doctors told me that. I said, why is there so much blood? He said, it's the ears. They bleed more. So we learned something, but they just, this beautiful crowd, they didn't want to leave me. They knew I was in trouble. They didn't want to leave me. And you can see that love written all over their faces.
I think that's totally true. I think the crowd was brave. I think the people who looked at the sniper, who saw the sniper early, might have saved his life. Those are Trump fans, because the sniper had to rush his shot.
Themselves in peril. They were in very dangerous territory. Bullets were flying right over them, missing them by a very small amount of inches. And then it all stopped. Our Secret Service sniper, from a much greater distance and with only one bullet used, took the assassin's life, took him out.
One bullet?
That's interesting.
That's because I heard a whole bunch of them.
But I mean,
13 shots is what I heard.
Oh.
I heard the opening volley of 4, and then 9 more. 9 more.
Divisive and like placing blame on the Secret Service and stuff like that.
Yeah. His protection of the Secret Service is really nice, and his ode to the crowd is both strategically smart and morally correct.
Yeah.
And also factually correct. I was shocked that the crowd wasn't running out. And his supporters do love him, and they might have partly saved his life.
I stand before you in this arena only by the grace of Almighty God.
And so him emphasizing religion here again makes sense, and his crowd loves it.
Over the last few days, many people say it was a providential moment. Probably was. When I rose surrounded by Secret Service, the crowd was confused because they thought I was dead, and there was great sorrow. I could see that on their faces as I looked out. They didn't know I was looking out. They thought it was over. But I could see it. I wanted to do something to let them know I was okay. I raised my right arm, looked at the thousands and thousands of people that were breathlessly waiting, and started shouting, "Fight, fight, fight."
Yeah. So now the crowd is chanting, "Fight, fight, fight." So when religious folks think that God looked out for you, that means they think that you're meant to be president, meant to be our leader. So it's very effective in convincing religious people to vote for him.
The crowd realized I was okay and roared with pride for our country like no crowd I have ever heard before.
Very large crowd, thousands of people.
That picture is unbelievable.
Yeah, it doesn't get any better than that picture.
For the love shown by that giant audience of patriots that stood bravely on that fateful evening in Pennsylvania. Tragically, the shooter claimed the life of one of our fellow Americans, Corey, comparator, unbelievable person, everybody tells me. Unbelievable. And seriously wounded.
Not Glenn Close.
Two other great warriors.
No,
Spoke to them
I
today.
see the resemblance.
David Dutch and James Copenhaver. Two great people.
Combination of Glenn Close and
I
Meryl
also
Streep.
spoke to all three families of these tremendous people. Our love and prayers are with them, and always will be. We're never going to forget them. They came for a great rally. They were serious Trumpsters, I want to tell you. They were serious Trumpsters, and still are. But Corey, unfortunately, we have to use the past tense. He was incredible. He was a highly respected former fire chief, respected by everybody. Was accompanied by his wife, Helen, incredible woman. I spoke to her today, devastated, and two precious daughters. He lost his life selflessly acting as a human shield to protect them from flying bullets. He went right over the top of them and was hit. What a fine man he was.
Doesn't get any more heroic than that.
Yeah, totally.
And by the way, the next time we were all tempted to hate a MAGA person, remember Corey Kumper and why I pictured his name there, but sorry, Corey was incredibly brave. And remember that some of the MAGA fans, wow, he's going to stand by his firefighter outfit, and he's kissing it. Oh my God. This guy knows politics, man.
Yeah, he does.
He really
He does. What did I tell you?
I know.
He has good instincts.
He has good instincts. He does. I don't think he's very bright. I've said that thousands of times, and I could prove it. But he has good instincts for marketing and politics.
Yes.
He really does.
Put your, thoughts about his policies aside.
The family for
when it comes to the horse race, he knows what to do.
Yeah.
His helmet, his outfit, and it was just something, and they're going to do something very special when they get it. But we did something which cannot match what happened, not even close. But I am very proud to say that over the past few days, we've raised $6.3 million.
Oh, for Corey's family.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. I thought he was bragging about fundraising.
For the families.
That would be not good instincts.
And Corey, including from a friend of mine, just called up. He sent me a check right here. I just got it. $1 million. From Dan Newland. Thank you, Dan.
How are you trying to hit me up?
And again, when speaking to the family, I told them, I said, well, I'm going to be sending you a lot of money, but it can't compensate. They all said the same thing. You're right, sir. We appreciate so much what you're doing, but nothing can take the place in the case of Corey and the other two. By the way, they were very, very seriously injured, but now they're doing very well. They're going to be okay. They're going to be doing very well.
It's not surprising that people were that generous towards Corey's family, but I'm glad they were.
So now I ask that we observe a moment of silence in honor of our friend Corey. There is no greater love than to lay down one's life for others. This is the spirit that forged America in her darkest hours, and this is the love that will lead America back to the summit of human achievement and greatness. This is what we need. Despite such a heinous attack, we unite this evening more determined than ever. I am more determined than ever, and so are you. So is everybody in this room.
The firefighter outfit plus a field in Pennsylvania gives you vibes of 9/11 and surviving some sort of tragedy like that. And it's a reminder of other tragedies that America has had and survived. It's just very powerful. It's well done. I bet you some Democrats make the mistake of criticizing him for kissing the helmet of the firefighter. They would be so stupid if they did that. But I can see it now.
Our purpose is unchanged, to deliver a government that serves the American people better than ever before. Nothing will stop me in this mission because our vision is righteous and our cause is pure. No matter what obstacle comes our way, we will not break, we will not bend, we will not back down. And I will never stop fighting for you, your family, and our magnificent country. Never.
And his followers believe that with all their heart, that he's fighting as hard as he possibly can for them.
All of the energy and fight in my heart and soul, I pledge to our nation tonight. Thank you very much. I pledge that to our nation. We're going to turn our nation around, and we're going to do it very quickly. Thank you. This election should be about the issues facing our country and how to make America successful, safe, free, and great again.
So far, it's been
our politics
it's been benign so far as a speech.
Now is the time to
and a good
remember
one,
that
so
we are all fellow citizens. We are one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So not too much politics, not too much policy so far. It's a compelling story. Makes sense.
Political disagreement, which is what's been happening in our country lately at a level that nobody has ever seen before. In that spirit, the Democrat Party should immediately stop weaponizing the justice system and labeling their political opponent as an enemy of democracy.
He's now trying to use the tragedy as a way of...
That is not true.
Get out of jail free card.
Yeah.
Saving democracy for the people of our country.
First, he's saying, take away the talking point that I'm trying to end democracy since I got shot, right? Those two things are not logically connected.
You probably just read, on Monday, a major ruling was handed down from a highly respected federal judge in Florida, Eileen Cannon, finding that the prosecutor and the fake documents case against me were totally unconstitutional, and the entire case was thrown out of court. With all of that publicity, thrown out of court.
Yeah, so now he's shifted to, you should stop prosecuting me as well.
They should drop these partisan witch hunts, which I have been going through for approximately 8 years. And they should do that without delay and allow an election to proceed that is worthy of our people. We're going to win it anyway, but worthy of our people.
So in the assassination attempt, he's a victim, an actual victim.
To be joined by my amazing wife, Melania.
For the first time in this convention. Okay, so they're like, see, she showed up. That's this portion of the speech. Anyway, so he has real victimhood on the shooting attempt and the shooting. And then he's trying to transfer that to, well, you see, I'm also a victim of this prosecutions and of them saying that I was trying to end democracy. Except, brother, you had fake electors and you were trying to end democracy, and you did commit those crimes. Those are not related to the shooting.
Exactly.
Really beautiful. A letter to America calling for national unity, and it really took the Republican Party by surprise. I will tell you, it was beautiful.
Why were they surprised that she would want national unity? Why does she normally want division? Well, she might. There's a certain division she might be a fan of.
Said that we should take that letter and put it as part of the Republican platform. That would be an honor, wouldn't it? Right?
Although that makes
Mr. Congressman? But it captivated so many, so I also want to thank my entire family for being here. Don, Kimberly, Ivanka and Jared, Eric and Lara, Tiffany and Michael, Baron. We love our Baron.
We love our Baron. What a funny way to say it.
And of course, my 10 wonderful grandchildren. You saw a few of them up there on my lap before.
Look, there's nothing wrong with thanking your family. God bless. And you remember Tiffany. Perfect.
Was Dana good?
She's in there.
Was he good? You know, he was on probably the only vacation he's had in about, maybe ever, because he works, but about 10 years with his wife, very far away. I won't tell you where, but very, very far away. Beautiful place. And my people called, and he said, yeah, I won't be able to do it. This is many, many years. I promised my wife I can't do it. And they came in, they said, Dana won't be able to do it, because he was my first, second, and third choice. I said, well, you know, that's too bad, but I understand he's away, and it's good. It's good for him. And that was it. About 30 minutes later, she came back in, sir. Dana just called. He's going to do it. And his wife, she said, you can't turn him down. You just can't do it. You have to go. That's a good wife.
I'm sure she appreciates the seal of approval. Yeah, if the president, if the former president and current candidate asks you to introduce him, you go and introduce him.
Yeah, 100%.
While he's going to go back home to his wife.
I don't know if it actually played out that way. Dana White saying go.
I just want to thank her and him and their whole family, because that's not easy. And Kid Rock, same thing. Called, he said, I want to be a part of it. I want to be a part, because, you know, Kid does his great song, Big, Big Monster song. I had no idea. You know, he became a friend of mine over the last 10 years. And he's amazing. Everyone loves him. I didn't even know how big he was. He has rallies, 35, 40,000 people he gets every time he goes out. I think he's making so much money, he doesn't know what the hell to do with it. You want to know?
I think those are called concerts and not rallies. I was like, why is he doing rallies? I was like, oh, he means concert.
And we took that song, and it was a big success, but we made that. I saw a chart of great songs to America. That was #1 on the chart recently, #1. So
such a Trump thing to brag about Kid Rock's songs, because Kid Rock just sang.
He's a beautiful man.
Beautiful man.
Is Kid Rock beautiful? I don't know that that's true.
Not my type.
And how about the Hulkster? How good was he? Where is he? Boy, oh boy.
Oh, now he's just riffing. He's off the prompter.
Totally.
Yeah.
Some crowd work.
Yeah.
This is surreal.
It is surreal.
They may call that entertainment. I know about entertainment, but when he used to lift a 350-pound man over his shoulders and then bench press him 2 rows into the audience, I say maybe entertainment, but he is one strong son of a gun. I will tell you, I watched it many times. There aren't a lot of
He's depleting his
entertainers
life
that
energy.
can do that, right? You were fantastic. Thank you very much. Followed by Eric. What was that all about? Boy, that was good. I didn't want to really come up here.
You didn't want him to come up there?
And he's such a good young man. He went through a lot of trouble. And Don last night
he didn't want
to
go.
He didn't
Oh,
so
good.
much trouble. They got
That's not
subpoenaed
true at
more
all.
than any people probably in the history of the United States. Every week they get another subpoena from the Democrats, crazy Nancy Pelosi, the whole thing, just boom, boom.
Unifying. Crazy Nancy Pelosi.
He can't help himself.
No, he can't help it.
They've got to
Trump's
stop
got a
that
Trump.
because they're destroying our country. We have to work on making America great again, not on beating people. And we won. We beat them in all. We beat them on the impeachments. We beat them on indictments. We beat them at the time that you have to spend.
We can't do it about beating people, but we beat them. We beat them on everything.
Devote that genius to helping our country.
You know what? I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
and better.
It's a Trumpism. Like, it's totally something he'd say. But beat them in the what?
No, but we have to unify. You can't be about beating people. But we beat them. We beat them on this. We beat them on that. I'll beat them again.
The biggest star in country music, Jason. Thank you for being here. Jason, thank you very much.
Are we going to go through every speaker?
Jason Alldayerrydaybabyf, he's good. I like his wife even better, by the way. She's here. Thank you, Jason. But I'm thrilled to have a new friend and partner fighting by my side. The next Vice President of the United States, the current Senator from Ohio, J.D. Vance, and his incredible wife, Usha.
Okay, all right. Okay, see, that one makes sense. You call out your vice president, etc. You didn't have to go through, I'm glad the Kid Rock sang, I'm glad Lee Greenwood sang, and did you know Lee Greenwood's wife is hot, and did you like okay, let's get through this speech.
Vice President is going to be great. He'll be with this country and with this movement, greatest movement in the history of our country, Make America Great Again. When they criticize it, they say, we're going to try and stop MAGA. I said, MAGA is Make America Great Again. What are you going to stop? There's nothing to stop. Then they say, oh, that's right. It's very tough to fight it. And all of the people that did try and fight it.
Did they say that?
But he's going to be with us for a long time, and it was an honor to select him. Great student at Yale. His wife was a great student at Yale. They met at Yale. These are two smart people.
See, he loves the elite schools.
So,
yeah, he does.
You're going to be doing this for a long time. Enjoy the ride.
I'm telling you, he keeps going off prompter, and he's going to say something wrong.
To the extraordinary people of Milwaukee and the great state of... Oh, there they are.
For the most part, he's like remained positive.
You are so easy to spot.
Yeah, so far, by the way, it's perfectly great, fine speech.
They're going to have a good time. They're going to have a good time.
Yeah.
Most of the
he said the great city of Milwaukee. Remember, he insulted it before, so he's making up
and
for
by
that.
the way, Wisconsin,
by the way, it is a great
we
city.
are
It is.
spending over $250 million here, creating jobs and other economic development all over the place. So I hope you will remember this in November and give us your vote. I am trying to buy your vote.
I'm trying to buy your vote.
I'll be honest about that.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. And he's certainly doing that with the oil companies and Miriam Adelson.
Great again. We're going to make it. Thank you, Mr. Governor. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm here tonight to lay out a vision for the whole nation. To every citizen, whether you're a young or old man or woman, Democrat, Republican, or independent, black or white, Asian or Hispanic, I extend to you a hand of loyalty and of friendship. Together we will lead America to new heights of greatness like the world has never seen before. We were right there in the first term. We got hit with COVID. We did a great job. Nobody knew what it was, but nobody's ever seen an economy pre-COVID. And then we handed over a stock market that was substantially higher than just prior to COVID. coming in, did a great job. Never got credit for that. We got credit for the war and defeating ISIS and so many things, the great economy, the biggest tax cuts ever, the biggest regulation cuts ever, the creation of Space Force, the rebuilding of our military. We did so much. We did so much. Right to try. Right to try is a big deal. We got right to try. They were trying to get that for 52 years.
What's
Somebody's
right to try?
terminally ill. And hopefully there's nobody in this audience, but it does happen a lot. They're terminally ill and they can't use our new space age drugs and other things that we are way ahead. We have the greatest doctors in the world, the greatest laboratories in the world, and you can't do it. They've been trying to get that approved for 52 years. Wasn't that easy? The insurance companies didn't want to do it. They didn't want the risk. The labs didn't want to do it because if it didn't work, people are pretty far down the line toward death. They didn't want to do it. The doctors didn't want to have it on their records, so I got everybody into an office. 52 years they tried. Sounds simple, but it's not.
Yeah, I'm done with this asshole. I really couldn't give a flying fuck what he says. I'm done with him. Bye. It was fun. For a little while.
That's always chewing away in the back of my head, nibbling away, gnawing away like a worm in Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s brain, is the fact that possibly one of the largest streamers on any platform has one of the craziest pasts and potentially the poorest health a human being can imagine. We're not talking about Dr. Disrespect, we're not talking about XQC, not fucking Airsoft Fatty, okay? We're not talking about any of these guys. Ludwig, nope. Today, we're talking about Asmongold, the hero of today's story, aka we're doing a deep dive into the legend of Asmongold, a man of mythical status, of legend in my own mind. I'm a fan. I don't like the politics shit. I don't like any of the politics stuff, and that's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about the man, the myth, the legend, Asmongold.
Yeah, it's a LeBron a wow, apparently. And looks like the guy might have shit himself over that. And it's like, think about the game, the narrative that creates, right?
And exactly what makes him so mythical and what people are always talking about.
Listen to you talk like a fucking Twitter.
And you yourself probably
like a
have
Twitter,
seen him.
like
Maybe
a
you don't have an
Twitter
opinion
twat.
formed on
You talk
him
like
already,
a Twitter twat.
But you've definitely seen him in his coverage of Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard. He made like 3,000 videos. Actually, I think it was close to 87, which is a lot.
At this point, Your Honor, Ms. Heard's counsel is asking to move into evidence and publish.
I bet they are.
Defendant's Exhibit 730.
Objection. All right, cut the tape, guys. Cut the tape. It's just a... Did I win yet, guys?
The dude's been pretty mad relevant for a while now, and he just loves posting so many videos, long unedited stream clips where he's yapping. He loves yapping.
If you laugh at a joke from a guy that's gay, it doesn't make you gay. So if somebody says something funny and you say that's funny, but you find out later that they're gay,
what does that have to do with it?
You didn't just become gay.
If there was a Hollywood Walk of Fame for Twitch streamers, Asmongold would be one of the first to receive his monument. Also because he's doing this, he's been doing this for a long time. By the way, he has legitimately posted 87 videos in regard to the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial, which is very awesome. Or at least that's according to a playlist that claims to be complete. Streamers in general blow my mind, but it blows my mind specifically that this guy has committed so much time and energy towards reacting to a trial in which two people detail some of the worst moments of their life. It was a very big deal back then, and I looked at it on stream. I made a couple videos about it, but like 87 videos, that's like 30 hours of video. That's crazy. Never mind, it's way more than 30 hours.
Yeah, you're dumb.
He's
You're
got
bad at
about
math.
80 hours of footage of him talking about Amber Heard, Johnny Depp.
I did that too.
That's legendary.
I did that too, and I'm not bragging about it, and I don't have some fucking weird rightist like trying to kiss my ass about it either. Power World? Are you fucking serious?
Sir, did you
God, they fucking hate each other.
with the ethical requirements
Did you comply?
of the APA when rendering the professional opinions
Oh my God.
that you've rendered today?
This is the executor.
It is a requirement of the APA. It is not the requirement of the APA.
That's the first domino. for the big legend. 2 whole work weeks of just...
Bro. Do you know whether...
Same shirt, different day. Same shirt every single time. Same shirt.
Objection, Your Honor. Lack of foundation. Calls for foundation. Just overruled exchange. Yes.
Great, we've made progress. Yes.
You know, that's what we gotta sound like, dude. Reaction channels, commentary channels, that's just, after a while, like, you shut up! That's what I usually say whenever my TV's yapping at me. Yeah, dude, 80 hours. 3 full days, no eat, no piss, no fart, no make sweet, sweet love. 3 days just talking about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Either way. It doesn't matter. Something else cool about it is the fact that very few of these videos have under 500,000 views, which means he could have made millions of dollars off all these videos. The guy is a legend. And by the way, spent none of it. He spent none of the money, especially not on like health or cleaning stuff or anything that normal people spend money on. Lay down. Quit doing that. I'm in a garage. I like watching the ants go.
How about games? I pretty much spend all of the money that my community has given me on games. You don't believe me? I can come to the list right here. You see it? I've spent the money that my community has given me on games. It's right there. You can see all of it. It just keeps on going. Each one of these is $20 to $60 or whatever. I mean, yeah, this was $20, that was $20, that was $20, that was $20, that was free, $20, no, this one was more than that. That one was like 40, I think, $40, free, $20, no, this was like $10, free, this was $20, that was $20, that was $20, $20, free, this was $100, this was $20, this was free, this was $30, this was $30. This not, and some of these I had already bought, but like, yeah, like Rust and stuff, like, but most of them I had bought since then. This was $60 and it wasn't too good of a purchase. Like, you know, this was $20, this was free, this was $6 free, this was $20, this was free, but I've already spent 10. This was, I don't know, something like 20 bucks. This was 20 bucks. This was 30 bucks. This was 30 and I've spent something like 100 on it, $100. I thought Mortal might be good, but it wasn't. Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain was $20, I think. Yeah, like, it just keeps on going. Like, there's a lot of these I haven't even gotten to. This was $60. I bought Horizon Forbidden West because I'm a believer in Guerrilla. You know, they're like, it just goes on. I bought Grand Theft Auto 5 3 different times. It's so stupid. This was $20, $15, something like that. This was $20. This was $20. I mean, it just goes on. It just goes on. You begin to see what I spent all of my money on, pretty much, like games, you know. I was such a poor person all of my life, and I'm not saying that to be proud of it or saying to be ashamed of it. It was just the truth. I was such a poor person all of my life that I used to dream. I'm serious. I used to find now, and this isn't the only library that I have built. I gave my 300 title library away to my best friend when she moved to PlayStation, and I just gave her my PlayStation for her daughter. And I had like 275 titles on that too, and I lived on PlayStation for like 6 years or something like that. So like I've been across all the consoles. I bought tens of thousands of games or something like that. Some of them are represented here, but you got to remember I bought so many other titles across the board. Like if I were to come to my Blizzard thing, you would see the entire thing whited out, which means that I bought everything Blizzard ever did. I bought everything Square ever did from Final Fantasy. I've beaten Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and I haven't done 16 because they won't give it to me. I'm a big believer in Square. I'm a big consumer of this stuff, and most of the time when the money comes in, I just buy more games. I've got games in other places, you know. I've got games on 360. I have like 400 titles on 360 or something on the arcade, and they're all $5 titles. Like, you know, I definitely bought a lot of games, and this is just like this title, like, I'm sorry, this list. I bought Control recently. I bought Control for $10, something like that. Like, you know, Ultimate Edition. I bought the Bethesda thing. I just keep buying and buying. Disco Elysium for I think I got this for $20 or something. All of the money that comes in my stream, I buy games. And if I ever, like, get a lot of money, I'll continue to just buy games. I will continue to try and improve my medicinal marijuana health. I will try to improve my alcohol health. And I will try to improve my dietary health. And I will try to work out more. And I will try to buy more games. But anytime anybody gives me any money or anything like that, I just buy games with it generally. Baldur's Gate 3 was from the community. I bought Baldur's Gate 3. It was, I think, $100. I think it was. It was like $100 to buy my edition of Baldur's Gate 3. I think it was. It was like 70. I think it was like 70. It was expensive. I bought Ballroom recently, $5. It just keeps on going. 7 Days to Die was $20. Conan Exiles was $20. It just, like, Craftopia was $20. It just all adds up. All that money. Darkest Dungeon was $10. It just keeps going. Deep Rock Galactic was $20. Detroit Become Human was $20. It just adds up. And I've not had income in a long time because I've been at war with the human race for a long time. And I don't have some help. I have help from the government to the tune of $7 grand a year, and I'm alive because of that. If it wasn't there, I would just be crazy and in jail or dead or something like that. So I think all the time that I keep building and building and building, but I mean, I don't know what I would do with a lot of money. I don't ask for it from my people. I didn't come with my hand out like Asmongold. I came to this community with, like, my hand, like, in, you know, where I don't even talk to the community. I don't want their money. I don't want their help. I don't want their acceptance. I don't want their fucking beliefs. I don't want their support. I don't need them standing next to me. I don't consider them part of my life. All these weird, crazy things, because trust me, I've been there in so many other causes and so many other places. I know I've been there. I've been there as a punker and all these other things. And I don't know, but I know that I want to do this myself, and I don't want anybody else's approval. I don't care how much money they spend on me. I don't care how much money they give me. I'll just keep buying games if you give me any money, and that's what I've done with it. Every time I step with something new, it's just the budget paying for something that I didn't have. I bought Hogwarts Legacy. I have 0 hours because I bought Hogwarts Legacy. I believe it deserves a time on my stream. About Legends of Aria. I spent some time on Lost Ark, like an hour, but I mean, I didn't like that game. I bought Magicka for $20. I spent like 2 hours on that one. Like, I just keep going. Metal Gear Solid, The Phantom Pain. I only have 40 minutes, but I played this game a lot. Mortal Online 2, 285 hours, you know? It's just like, I don't know. But I know that, like, I don't want anything from anybody. I don't want their help. I don't want their time. I don't want their interest. I don't want their money. I don't want anything from anybody. I want my anonymity where I can fucking stand there and say what I believe about Trump and cancel him halfway through the goddamn speech if I want to. Because, like, that, like, my sense of self and my belief in myself is paramount to everything that these people show all the time on camera. I know it to be true. I am stronger. I will not give in to anything that has to do with the death of my country. And to me, that's anybody who isn't me, you know? It sucks, but that's where I'm at. I look at a generation. I'm gonna hit this, like, and I'm gonna publish this shit too, in hopes that somebody comes back to this 10 years later or something like that. I shut Trump off, and I shut fucking Oompaville off about Asmongold, and I shut Asmongold off. I just shut them off. I don't fucking care. I don't care about Biden or any of this other stuff, right? My whole thing is I needed a normal place to grow up and live, and be part of a community and not be ostracized by police, cast out by judgment, abandoned by my family and my friends, and just sort of like left to fend in the darkness that was the dark ages of this entire country falling apart. And I've lived on the cutting edge of this for a long fucking time. Like, long ago, when I was like 28 years old or something like that, I just full-blown left like any sort of real scheduled anything at all. No job, no house, no life, no relationship, no power, no money, no people, no friends, nothing. Just a complete absence of pretty much anything human, I would say, for a long, long time. You want to know why I did this? It has to do with my fear of their tribalism, their desire for me to be something that I'm not. I've never had that much faith in most of the way they do things. I don't really have a lot of hope for the way that they do things. I don't have a lot of hope when it comes to myself or my family. I don't have a lot of hope when it comes to my country or my people. And I don't have a lot of hope. I think I've sort of come to this dark place in my reality where I just don't even relate to anybody or anything. I don't know of a struggle that I've shared with somebody in a long time. I've been on the push, on the grind in places that were forsaken by developers like 7 years or something. You want to know why I cuss developers all the time, every single day? It's because I've been left in a place with developers of their broken work for a long time. And I was expected to make my life work off of their broken fucking code. And that didn't work. The games didn't work. Final Fantasy XI didn't really work. It plays every day of my life, so I love it more than God, but it didn't really work. My country, my government, my people, my party, nothing, none of it worked. The drug abuses, the fucking drug addictions, the drug prosecutions, none of it really worked. My family, my friends, none of them have really worked in a long time. No, like my people, like the other people that I used to know on the daily, they're like gone out of my life because I don't know a reality that I share with them. Not in a political sensibility, not in a financial sensibility, not in a fucking, like, when I go home at night, do I see these same class of people when I walk in my front door? And the answer is no. No, and the answer is no. And so now I sit in this place where I testify to anybody who cares to listen. I don't represent some fucking broken Ouroboros. I don't represent some faith in... I really have a great deal of what's the word, derision. I have a great deal of derision for most of humanity because they parrot what everybody else says and everybody else thinks, and I like to listen to them, and I do it all the time, but I don't like them, and I don't like the things that they say, and I don't like the things that they focus on. The last time that I felt that I had some kind of caucus or some kind of